Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a super powerful team for just demolishing this Tower of Doom. I think this is going to go all the way to level 25 or floor 25 for the greatest of ease, and I'll show you a couple of alternatives you can use if you don't have the troops I'm going to show in this team, but it will still work exactly the same way. Now, the way that the Tower of Doom works is you're looking for a unlock scroll in one of these rooms, and when you find it, you can go to the boss room, defeat that boss, and then complete that floor and go on to the next one. Now, normally in a well-organised guild, you will have a couple of people who are known as scouts. And what the scouts do, they are true heroes. We have Kiwi, he's the main scout here, and Geta 8 is backing up. They will go around all these rooms and basically do a battle in each one, and then tell you in your guild chat in one way or another where the unlock scroll is and what is basically in each and every room. That allows you, if you want, to go straight to the unlock scroll and then straight to the boss room and finish off the floor really quickly, thus saving your sigils, allowing you to do more floors. Super handy, and those people are absolute heroes. So well done to them. Now, from the shop, you absolutely want to grab tier 1. This gives you a potion of enchantment. All your troops start enchanted at the start of each and every battle for this entire event, and it's a week-long event, so absolutely totally well worth doing, and you get more sigils and more troops too. But ultimately, if you can, you want to go as far as tier 4. You'll get this weapon here. It's a end game weapon, really. It's not that useful really early on unless you're a mega experienced player. Deals damage to the last enemy boosted by brown gems. If they have a doom, deal double damage. There's a 3% chance per tempering level to kill the enemy, so that is not much at all unless you've got this thing fully tempered. So yeah, but if you're going to go this far, pick it up anyway, and this is a much better way to get it than in the Soul Forge. It's in the Soul Forge right now, but it's 900 diamonds. If you're going to go as far as tier 4, you effectively get it for free. And the good thing about going far in this event is you keep on getting those stone forge scrolls, which are brown. They are to temper your brown doomed weapons, and that is why you want to go far in this event, because those things are blinking hard to come across. Right, so onto the team itself, and right, floor 4. Let's look at me list here. The unlock scroll is in the rare room, which is the green one. So let's pop into that. Now, the team I'm going to show for this does have some versatility. You can change it around a little bit, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But we're going to have Mang. This eliminates all armor from an enemy and deals magic +1 damage to them, but you gain attack equal to the armor eliminated. So on the early stages, this is not so mega effective, but it doesn't really matter. On the later stages, when things get really hard, this absolutely comes into its own, and it massively works against the opposition. If they had like 500 armor, that's gone in one hit, and you add 500 to your attack. It makes it absolutely lethal on skulls, and it's an absolute massive bonus as well for Gargoyle. What a Gargoyle does, it does splash damage to an enemy boosted by all allies' attack, and then explodes 2 gems. So remember, we're getting a massive boost in our attack from this. So when we cast Gargoyle, that damage goes absolutely through the roof and is devastating to the opposition. Backing up the team, we have Charleston generating the mana for our team. Does some supplemental damage as well, but that's not too important. She's all about creating the brown, charging up Mang and Gargoyle and letting rip with that. The tower is here. There's an option for this as well, and I'll show an alternative to the weapon as well in a second. But the only reason the tower is here is because of that awesome bad tarot. We're going to loop a lot with Charleston if we want, and we're going to inflict a random status effect on a random enemy when we cast a spell every single time. This is really useful if you're a newer player, because basically that can be Deathmark, that can be Entangle, Freeze, Fairy Fire, any of them things, and it really is going to help you out. So if you're a newer player, absolutely go with something like the tower or any other construct troop which has that bad tarot. Really good. Now, if you don't have the tower, then you still want to pick someone who is construct. So have a construct team. Zernabog is a really good shout, only because it conjures a dust storm when its turn begins. A dust storm is brown, and this makes Charleston's loop even more reliable, because you're going to get more brown than you do normally. And on the odd occasion Charleston fails to charge a team, we can then create 10 brown gems and explode magic +1 gems to generate mana for the team. So Zernaborg, a really, really good shout if you do not have the tower. Or if you want to be really horrible, you can go 2 times Gargoyle. That would be a pretty good shout. Again, 2 of them boosted up by the power. Wow, awesome. Right, now if you don't have Mang, or you're going to go a really long way in this, then you could change to Earth's Fury. And I'll explain why. Now, even though Earth's Fury doesn't get as much of a damage boost to the hero as what Mang does, on the really, really later levels, your Gargoyle will do more damage with Earth's Fury than it will with Mang. And the reason is Mang tops out at 1000 attack. So basically Gargoyle's boost is limited by that. With Earth's Fury, because this gives attack boosted by armor eliminated to all of your troops, yeah, your top troop, your hero, won't have as high attack as what it would do with Mang on the highest level, but because everybody is boosted by the attack, that combination is actually more than Mang on its own. Therefore, Gargoyle can actually do a lot more damage. So another option on the really, really later levels. The banner for this is Petrified Banner plus 2 brown +1 red -1 blue. Petrified Banner from Helcrag. And Geomancer class, absolutely essential. All constructs start with 50% mana. And the talent trees will go for Impact. That one is useless. Anti-Magic Sphere, Tactician, Rock Solid, Tree of Knowledge, or Stone Mastery, whatever you prefer, and Fortitude. Right, so let's dive into a battle then. Going to be really straightforward. I've jumped a couple of rooms, but yeah. Don't have brown there straight away, so we'll grab some of that for a Charlestonny. She'll kill someone, generate mana for the team. Didn't get instantly charged up then, that was a bit weird. But we'll now cast our Gargoyle on the middle of the 3 troops here. Because it's splash damage, it affects them either side. Chuck on any Noisha medals you've got to boost up the power of Charlestonny and Zernaborg and your Mang. And continue. I'll only do a few battles like this just to show how it works, because it's very, very straightforward. And then I'll jump to a much higher level and show how it still works on the higher levels. So again, we've got none of our colours that we really, really want, but we'll get some red anyway. You can use your Mang if you want to, just take away someone's armour. In this case, demolish them. This boosts up Gargoyle's attack. The boost is now plus 105, as we can see on the right hand side there. Cast that on the middle troop. Does damage to the troops either side as well, and wipes them out. When we get a barrier, remember, every single time we get brown, it makes it super, super easy. I'll just do one more floor, and then I will show the same team on a much, much higher level, just to show how that works. So, floor 5, the unlocked scroll is in the ultra rare room, which is the blue one. So I'll just do this floor, and then I'll jump onto a really high level, just to show how the team works. So we'll grab some yellow for our Charlestonny. She's going to create loads of brown. There you go. Gargoyle, boost is plus 90. Job done. Obviously how quickly your Gargoyle does that will be based on your magic level, but because you cast Mang quite often first, even for newer players, this is going to be a super, super powerful team. So again, we'll grab some brown at the start. Charlestonny failed to get loads of mana that time, on a rare occasion. So we'll finish them off anyway, bound to get an extra turn. Cast our Gargoyle on the troop in the middle. Finish off with the Charlestonny, because she will loop and finish off. Now when you're doing your battles, if your scout has done all the rooms and you see a luck room, do the luck room, because that is worth double the points of normal rooms. Absolutely worth doing. Okay, just to show how powerful and useful this team is on much harder opponents, I'm going to show this same team but in a level 500 delve. It's exactly the same team, exactly the same everything, but we're in a level 500 delve against much tougher opponents. But the theory is much the same. As you can see, the enemy has much, much higher life, armor and attack. But all we're going to be doing here is basically looking for brown and red to get our the weapon up straight away if we can. Every single time we get brown, we're going to get a barrier. So that skull hit there done absolutely nothing. Now we have Mang ready to cast. We'll cast this on somebody we haven't taken away the armor from. So we'll strip off Bonnie Rose of her armor like that. Grab some more of that anyway. Now we'll cast Chavstani on the troop we took the armor from. This way we get maximum benefit when we cast our Mang again. As you see, the skull hit we just got is absolutely hideous for the enemy because we're now doing 391 attack. Want to do it again, you can cast Mang again on somebody who we haven't taken away the armor from. The boost on our gargoyle is now 330. So that wallops them. Any skull hits are going to be absolutely terrifying for the opposition, but we can hit him with that. We get a barrier every single time we get brown, remember. It makes this super safe and gone. This is a level 500 delve. The theory is the same in the Tower of Doom, but in fact in Tower of Doom it's even easier than this because we don't get the Potion of Enchantment in this, which we do in the Tower of Doom. And it's an absolute walk in the park. I've literally, touch wood, tap myself on the head, never ever lost with this team at any level of anything. If you do it right, it is super safe because you get that barrier every single brown match. Make sure Chavstani gets charged. Make sure you get a huge amount of attack with Mang. If you want to cast this now, you can. The boost is 336. If you want to cast Chavstani again, get Mang even more powered up. Getting that maximum 1000 attack now. We're now doing 436 boost on Gargoyle. The damage is absolutely hideous. Can loop with Chavstani, get Gargoyle up again, and smash them to bits. Finish off with Chavstani. Really easy, really reliable. And that bad tarot, when you loop with Chavstani, is just so easy. You just get those different effects, negative status effects on the enemy every single time. Look for any 4 matches. If we don't have them, we'll just cast a Chavstani. Take away a bit of armor from them, but I want to get rid of that one at the top because that has some freeze potential. That is the only thing with a Chavstani. She is subject to freeze. So we'll get our Mang up for a second time. Just get this 4 match first. Let's give her a wallop. Got 871 attack already. Can use Chavstani now to finish off that top troop while generating a mana. Let's soften up this one here because it may bring him in range of Gargoyle. Not quite, but the idea was there. Gargoyle dead. Really easy. If you look after your top troop, make sure you keep on getting brown for the barrier. Only a really unusual string of skull hits or something from the enemy, one after the other, which is totally unpredictable, and you know, you cannot predict that. That's the only way you can suddenly just kill your top troop, maybe. Super reliable team. Like, because we've got a barrier now, then you can actually leave the enemy a skull hit. It doesn't matter because you can get them to effectively waste a turn like that. On these higher levels, you might want to get your Mang charged up a second time really fast like that. Then we can start dealing out some massive splash damage with our Gargoyle. Use Chavstani on the top and bottom troops to soften them up. There we go. We've got one of those massive skull hits doing 1000 damage. Absolutely insane. Gargoyle's ready to deliver the pain. This is all you can be doing, but on the Tower of Doom. And that was it. So yeah, there's the team. Look, I say you can swap out the bottom troop for a Zernabog if you like, but I really like it with that bad tarot going on the enemy every single time you cast a spell. It's really useful. There's the team. If you found it useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.